Boy, do I have a doozy for you guys today. An American senator has admitted to a coup attempt in Venezuela, and so this is great because they finally accepted what they've done. But this idiot here, Chris Murphy, a Democrat, has basically said that Trump's stupid and he should have done the coup properly, the other guys would have done. And it's just really embarrassing. And countries shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be involved in getting involved in coups in other countries, and you can make the case that it's fine. Maduro is an awful human being, and I want them to get rid of him. But at the same time, the US has put crippling sanctions on Venezuela, and if America does care about the people of Venezuela, it would lift some of the restrictions on things like food and medicines. But at the same time, the whole point of these sanctions is to cause a rebellion within the country. That's what these sanctions are there for. So let's dig into this man's tweets. Chris Murphy, senator from Connecticut. So today, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee holds a hearing on the Trump administration's Venezuela policy. Short story: it's been a case study in diplomatic malpractice, and I want to tell you a quick story about how my life got flipped upside down. Sorry, that's not what it says. A quick story of how Trump's bungling has empowered a brutal dictator. So in early 2019, an opportunity presented itself. Maduro's re-election was a fraud, and the world knew it. The charismatic opposition leader Juan Guaido, no one likes Juan Guaido. This is why they ducked on him, because he's not very smart. Stood ready to capitalize and restore democracy to the nation. A coup, essentially a coup. So the winning play was right in front of us. Bring together all of Latin America behind a transition of new free elections, and take the time to work with or neutralize Maduro's patrons, Russia, Cuba, and to a lesser extent China. But Trump couldn't talk to Cuba because of Obama. So he's talking about how Obama has improved relations between the US and Cuba recently. Well, not recently, but during his time, and also lowered some of the sanctions. So he was hoping that they could get Cuba on side to essentially stab Venezuela in the back, which I doubt would have happened anyways. Putin and Trump wrapped around his finger, which isn't true, and all Trump wanted to talk about was China, was about the trade deal. So we made no meaningful effort to move them, and all three stood solidly behind Maduro. Then Trump and his Latin America hawks got itchy. He recognized Guaido as the leader of the nation, thinking that would propel Venezuelans and Maduro friendly military leaders to Guaido's side. Look, there's a key reason why they didn't go to Guaido's side, because they just don't like him, and it didn't work. Just acknowledging this guy as the leader doesn't work. And in fact, the opposite happened by putting Elliot Abrams, the symbol of American imperialism in Latin America, in charge of Venezuela, and by acting largely alone, Trump held Maduro rally the military and much of the country against America and cast Guaido as a US pawn. So that was really stupid putting Elliot Abrams in there, if you're from the perspective of doing a coup successfully. Then it got embarrassing. In April 2019, we tried to organise a kind of coup, and it became a debacle. Everyone who told us they'd rally to Guaido got cold feet, and the plan failed publicly and spectacularly, making America look foolish and weak. So this guy, Chris Murphy, is pro-coup. Okay? So he's pro-coup. So if, say, a coup attempt happens in a US ally country, somewhere like Saudi Arabia, what's he going to say? He's going to say, no, you can't do that. They're not elected, but they're the government, and you can't go against them. I guarantee this guy, Chris Murphy, he'd do a 180 if it was a US ally that was in this situation. Since then, it's been a running comedy of errors. For instance, Bolton scuttled promising transition talks led by Norway. That's strange. Why would they go for Norway? In August 2019, saying the time for negotiations is over. Then this March, Pompeo unveiled a transition plan that is a carbon copy of the one we killed. So I don't know. I'm not sure what he means, like the plan during the apparent fraudulent election, which it probably was. Maduro is a dictator. Let's not get twisted now. He's not a good human being. Now, having wasted a year trying to work out a transition plan, Guaido is boycotting the upcoming legislative elections. So what then? Keep recognising Guaido as the nation's leader, even if he doesn't control the military, the government, or even hold office. It's a total disaster, and a year and a half, Maduro is stronger, American influence is weaker, and there's no viable path to restore democracy in Venezuela. A case study in international relation malpractice. So he's saying that the malpractice wasn't getting involved in a coup or trying to stage a coup, or looking at a leader who was not democratically elected as the new leader of a country. The problem was the fact that the US messed it up. So screw you, Chris Murphy, you absolute prat. And I guarantee if this happened in a US ally country, he would not be talking like this. He'd be very much against it. But that's the nature of international relations and politics, which is, it's very scummy. No one really believes in human rights. Anytime you hear about human rights is when a country you don't like has done something wrong. And so screw Maduro. I don't have any love for him. The sooner he gets out, the better. But I want to see a democratically elected government in Venezuela, chosen by the people, not puppets of another country. Because this guy's mad that Maduro isn't a puppet of Western powers. He's mad that Maduro is allied with Cuba, China, and Russia. That's why. And so, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm glad that the US has finally admitted this. Shouts out to you, Chris Murphy, absolute tool, for tweeting this out. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.